We got some things to open today. I know what you want to see. This is the Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case. I got it with my Switch 2 just because it came with screen protectors. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I am not going 8 years with bubbles in my screen like I did with the Switch 1. So forgive me if there's a cut here and I just go away on my onesies to put my screen protector on. Wish me luck. This is the Switch 2. It's heavy. It's really, really surprising how heavy it is. It's about that heavy. Okay, here it is. I found it, everyone. It's okay, I found it. But how do I open it? I'm not allowed to have a knife yet. How do I open it? A battery? That's not working. Shh. Don't tell my parents that I'm using a knife. Okay? Don't tell them. Okay. Some kind of info. Don't worry. I will be going through the harrowing process of transferring everything on old and busted onto new hotness. Okay, the Switch 2 just kind of falls out. There it is. It's bigger, better, and about the same thickness. Joy-Con 2s. Let's get ready to drift. Oh yeah. Oh cool. What's this? A download code for my software license so that I can use Mario Kart World. If you want a free Mario Kart World copy, scratch your screen. Scratch your screen right now. My favorite, the HDMI cord. I got one. Straps for the Joy-Cons that I will never use. I'm pretty sure the straps for my Joy-Con 1s are still in their packaging since 2017. That's good. Man, they're really cramming stuff in here, aren't they? They're really cramming it in. Look at that, we've got more to go. Somehow, in my mind, I forgot that we're going to get a dock. I kind of forgot about the dock. Joy-Con Grip 2. What appears to be a USB-C cable. Okay. Alright. Appears to be the new fancy ergonomic looking power adapter. Very cool. And the piece de resistance. The dock. Thanks, Nintendo. Thanks, Nintendo, for my cool rounded dock. Look at that. Space age. Excuse me while I apply my screen protector very carefully. Here's to another 8 years of looking stupid. I couldn't perfectly get the thing on right. Of course I couldn't. I couldn't do it with the Switch 1, I couldn't do it with the Switch 2. Clearly I'm just too stupid to do this right. Look at that little bastard. What are you doing? Alright, let's check out some cons. 1, 2. Interesting choice of colors, I must say. Blue and peach. Here's their first snap. Oh, that was so cool. Snap. And they're on. And we're going to test it. Okay. I'm just going to grab my Switch 2. Yoink! Whoops! Where did my Switch 2 go? Actually, to be honest with you, you have to kind of apply a little bit more force than I thought. You kind of have to come onto it a little bit. Now, will Maniac Kids do that? Pick it up like this, squeeze it like they're squeezing a rabbit? Maybe, and then proceed to drop the entire unit. I have no idea. I won't be doing that. But then again, this is no longer an Nintendium, so maybe it will just fail on its own somehow. Let's put them in the grip. Oh. Alright. Now, I'm hoping that this is wider than the Joy-Con 1 grip, because I found this really, really narrow. Yeah, maybe just ever so slightly wider. What is this obsession with these narrow grips? Why not just go and make it normal? Why? I'm definitely going to be using a Pro controller. Shh, it's not the Pro controller. It's the 8BitDo Ultimate. Don't tell Nintendo. Now I wonder, are these going to be as hard to get off as the Switch 1 Joy-Con straps? Let's find out. Goes on easy. How does it come off? Oh, look at that. They actually figured out something. They figured something out. Look. The same button that dislodges it from the Switch 2 dislodges the grip, the strap. Look. Tink. Very cool. Still not probably using them. Okay. Does it scratch going into its own dock? Does it scratch itself under normal operation? I don't know. It definitely does not feel as clunky as the Switch 1. Why can't they just come up with some way that the front of this does not touch the dock? That would be the ideal one. I'm still iffy on this. I'll report back in a few weeks. And that's Switch 2. It better be worth the price. What do we got? What do we got in the back here? This hunk of plastic. 2 USB ports. Very cool. What the? Okay. The entire back just fell off with no effort whatsoever. That's weird. We got USB-C, we got internet, we got HDMI in there. If you can see that. Very, how is the back supposed to come off? Like, look, I just touched this. It just flies off. The old one was on a hinge. This one's not on a hinge? That's worse. It just comes off and you got to figure out how it goes back on from behind at night. I must say that the new dock, it somehow feels a little bit more flimsy somehow than the old dock. I don't know. It's harder to compress the old dock. The new one, I can kind of just squeeze it. The old one's a little bit more rigid. I don't know. And the old one, the back came off with like a hinge, right? It really looks like this one doesn't. It just kind of flies off like that. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking that kids are going to see that C button, and if they don't have like an account with Nintendo, they don't have a subscription, that's not going to do anything. They're going to be forever wondering why I have this button that costs money. And they're going to scream and yell at their parents until they subscribe. And then they'll know what the button does. And then they'll forget all about it because it's stupid. And that's the point of this button. All these icons kind of have their own sound. Listen. This is why I like physical gaming.